Mic check 1 2 1 2. The dogs in the building. We live. Yeah. No copying this shit with me, man. You know how we do over at the UUCAST. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. The dogs in the building. The big dogs in the building. I got Cali 1036 in this shit with me, man. I got Compy in this shit with me, man. You know how we do over at the UUCAST, man. Turning up with my boy, my guy, ahead of the drop of Bixtape 4. Valentine's Day. That's a UU exclusive. UU exclusive news for the people.
That's a fact. I heard it here
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Valentine's Day 2021. Setting it off right.
Oh, facts.
I'm gonna hold you to that. You better drop it on Valentine's Day.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do no bullshit.
You better drop it on Valentine's.
Videos and shit. Really.
You better drop it on Valentine's Day, cuz.
Nah, they know the music. The music usually come when I say it's gonna come type shit.
As it should.
But the videos and shit, that's another story. We're gonna talk about that.
So it's been a long bro. Like, you know, you're one of the few artists out here who've had a succession of tapes all following the same name. So just talk a little bit about how, like, what that name means to you. Like, what's the is it an example you progress? Like, how do you feel about the Bixtape 1 through 4? Like, how long you gonna keep going with that series? Like, what's that mean to you?
I mean, I was always shooting for the Bix 4, like, cause like, you know what I mean, like that's just lingo type shit. I was just shooting for the Bix 4, but you know what I mean, like as in succession wise type shit, as in like going on with them. But the Bixtape type of thing, I wanted to drop a mixtape, but I wanted to do like a small, I wanted to just do something short of a EP. I wanted to do 6 songs,
Right?
and you know what I mean, Bix. You know what I mean? So I just came to Bixtape, yes, the first one I recorded with you.
Back in the Blue Room.
Yeah,
Which Blue Room was that? What was the first Blue Room you came to?
That's the 192. Like, that's 192.
Oh, okay, yeah. But that was the first time you recorded with. I remember. Matter of fact, I remember.
Shy brought me.
Yeah, that's a fact. I remember that you came in, but I heard you spit. As soon as I heard you, I was like, oh yeah, he got that.
Nah,
there's certain artists I work with, and I know they're like. They're far in their progression of artistry. Right. Like, you're comfortable on the mic. You could do different things with your sound. You go out of your comfort zone with the things you do. It's not every song ain't sounding the same. I'm like, okay, this is an artist. You feel me? Some people come in and they record a song. You know what I mean? But you came in, I was like, all right, this is an artist. I was like, bet.
No,
yeah, I mean, then we just started cranking them out, recording track after track after track.
That's a fact. I think you recorded like all but Tiffany. Tiffany, I recorded with Var because he featured on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the big and the thing you said, like, the whole artistry, like trying to do shit different, like that's really what the Bixtape is. Like, that's really what the Bixtapes are for. Like 6 short ass songs, 18 minutes. That's gonna prove that, like, nah, I mean, I ain't nothing like
just track after
like,
track.
Nah, I mean, hit after hit. Like 18 minutes is just like, okay, you can play that one back. Like, you know what I mean? You catch yourself listening to 6 songs for like 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, yo, I can run this back through one more time. Yeah.
But nah, yeah, that was really the goal with the Bixtape, just to have a repeatable tape, just a repeatable project
that you could just keep playing over and over. It's catchy, quick to get it. You could play vibes,
tape shit,
vibes. Yeah, you always came with the vibes. Like, I feel like that's your main focus is, like, the sound and the vibe of your tracks. Yeah, which is good. You know what I mean? But you also come with them. You also be saying some stuff too. You be saying some stuff too. You be throwing it in there. But you say it with the sauce though. You know what I mean? With the sauce. But so just talk a little bit about the the recording process of this one in particular. Like, some of the inspirations of the songs and what got you in the booth. What lit that fire to get you back in there for the 4th iteration of the Bixtape.
The Bix 4 were mostly like, excuse me, what the fuck? Nah, the Bix 4, it was cause I dropped. Okay, so the Bixtape didn't get that much pull. the Bixtape 2 is kind of what like did it because I had to get to a video with it.
Yeah.
So that like
The visuals are important.
You know what I mean? That's where everybody say I'm slagging. I know that shit, but the Bixtape 2 is where it started to like carry, it started to pick up. And then I had dropped the Bixtape 3 like so without warning, like just like without no promo. Just dropped it. So like it was like people were slowly catching on to that one type of thing, and it was just like, nah, I want something. I want to make
a project where you hit every single check every box
type shit. Like, all right, these all hits, these all better than the last tape. Yeah. And then I made sure I promo, I made sure they waited for this shit. I mean, like I mean that type of thing. So that's really what the Bixtape 4 is type shit. Just me really focusing in on all aspects of the craft of this one type of thing. Like
that's important. That's important, and it's good that you you took those steps in your progression of artistry. Like sometimes you gotta everything's a learning experience.
Facts, trial and
error. So first time you do it is just putting out songs. That's the first drop. Second drop, you put out a visual. You know what I mean? Third drop, you like, let me see how hot I could be without even just dropping it on the. You know what I mean? Now this time you try to hit every single aspect of the game to promote the song, and it doesn't end after you drop it.
Nah, that's
after you drop it, the promotion needs to start going. It needs to keep going just as hard.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And
that's another thing that I slow down on, cause like I really live like the whole like I am a rapper, but like I mean this shit really what I live. So like I mean like I'm rapping about like I mean I'm in the streets. I don't got time for this. You know what I mean? Like, like I got shit to do. I really got 2 kids I gotta feed. Like I mean real shit. Like but nah, like.
You gotta look at this like one of your kids, though. You know what I mean? Your career is a
nah, cause this some shit,
an entity of itself.
Nah, there's some shit I carry with me. Like, I mean, since I was like maybe like, I say like, I wanted to make music since I was like kid, like baby, like 4 or 5. I was singing like Michael Jackson songs and shit like that.
Right.
But like. Once it started getting rolling, like it was really the Bixtape 2 that did it for me. Like once it started getting rolling, like people was like coming up to me like, oh shit,
waiting for your demand.
I mean? Like it what really bugged me out type shit is like you know what I mean, like the little kids and like the random people just really running up to me like, oh yeah, Cali said this get to it shit. You got the Uber video, you got the and I'm like, okay, you know what I mean, that shit was cool. And it's just like, alright, like. I mean, like, all right, it's right here.
It's not just for you anymore.
That's what I'm saying. It's like right here type shit. Like,
yeah, that's you build the demand. Like once you build that demand, you gotta uphold your part of the agreement. And like, it's a business, and in business, it's a 2-way agreement. You as the business agree to the consumer that you're gonna supply their demand.
That's a whole fact.
You know what I mean? That's and them as a consumer fulfill the agreement that they're gonna demand your supply. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a whole fact.
So if they're upholding their end of the agreement, you gotta uphold your end of the agreement.
Nah, that's a whole fact.
You feel me? But yeah, that's fire, bro. So on the tape, is there any features or is it just all you?
That's to be determined. That's to be determined.
You still finalizing a couple things?
Yeah, like it's a couple things floating around. I know there's gonna be some singles that's gonna come out either like immediately after or beforehand. Just to fill things in.
Like some intro singles.
But that's
not gonna be on the tape.
Yeah, that's not gonna be on the tape and stuff like that. But same vibe and stuff like that. But just just some shit to fill a time type of thing.
Yeah.
But I might. There might be some features, but just wait on it. Just wait on
it. Over sometimes is there a lot of, do you like working with a lot of people? Like different people? I mean, for every time that you recorded with me, it was really solo tracks. It's usually the other way around for people, especially around here.
They need the crowd and shit like that.
It's just that people come and they run and record together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to record a whole song by yourself.
Nah, yeah, like, and that's also something like I always pride myself in type shit, like having like a
well-rounded,
well-balanced, yeah, like a full song that I just made like on my own, like no collaboration.
You could do the hook, you could do the verse, you could do the bridge.
Yeah, like I sat here with my brain listening to 3 minutes of empty music, and I made all this type shit. Like, you know what I mean, like so that's always just been like a really big thing to me. Like Yeah, I'm a little stingy with my project. Well, not even stingy with I'm stingy with my projects, but like verses though, anybody can get in my tag. Everybody just book a session. You know what I mean, and harass me to get there because I'm a flick. But like, you know what I mean? But, like I slide. Like if you the homie, I'm gonna come. Like I mean, like,
it is what it is. But it is what it is. You know how it goes, man. But you know when you like sitting down, right, and you like, all right. You decide you want to drop the tape. What does it usually start with? Is it usually like you got some songs that you've been really vibing with, and you're like, man, these songs will go good together? Or is it more of like you come up with the idea, like, yo, I want to drop a tape now, and then you start, you know, as you record, you start filling in songs like, yo, that's a contender. That could go on the tape. That could go on the tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more like I say it's like a mixture of both, like sometimes I just get in there just like, you know what I mean, like this song fire, like, you know what I mean, because that's usually how I get in the studio, period. Just like because I just meditate over beats and shit like that. So like I just sit there and like, nah, this song fire, I gotta go record it. So I go record it, and the project usually come from like, yeah, I say like a couple of songs that just look, well, cause like sometimes it's just like I make a song and just be like, all right, that's too fire. That's not a single. That's not no bullshit cover art single. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that joint that should belong in a project.
It needs to be in a project. Needs to be a piece of gold. I need that star on Apple Music type shit, letting them know that this is the hit. Right,
this is the one.
Yeah, but,
yo, so that brings me to the point of like, you know, where you draw your that inspiration to make a song, because like, I mean, all the songs I heard of you, they all seem to be like, you know, you got passion in your songs. Like, you're not just on there just, you know, reading from notes. You drawing it from the spirit. So like, you know, what's some of the things that really get you into the booth? Like, what's some of the you know, some of your inspirations?
Man, like top one, like females, like, you know what I mean, that's even like that's from like, you know what I mean, like my daughters, and you know, like to even like the females that I'm dealing with type shit. Like, it's really mostly the females. Like that's top one, because it's just like that's I don't know, that's I don't know. My
that's
life
your
kinda,
MO. That's your life revolves around.
I grew up around 3 women type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Women taught me to sing. Women taught me to deal with women. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm a simp ass nigga. Like,
you simping? Let me find out. Cali be simping. You got a simp ass nigga. Nah, every man got his weak spot though. There's no way around that. We all got that one that could get us. We all got that one that get us right. They know how to just get on our nerves, get us right where it hurts, bro, make us tweak.
That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got songs from like the real like love songs, like, not me, I love you, I love you, tape shit to like, this bitch right here.
This bitch ain't shit. Yeah, isn't that crazy? But you know, that's good, because at least, you know, it gives you access to a wide range of emotions and a wide range of inspirations and topics that you can channel into your art and channel into your craft. You know what I mean? So for that, at least you got to be grateful for all the stress. At least they give you a little bit of inspiration.
That's a fact.
To create. And
then like, you think about it, like, I mean, like, females run the world. Females run the economy type of thing. Like, majority. Like, some. I mean,
especially
like,
in the music, you make your music for them. They're gonna run your views up way more.
They gonna pay that shit before the niggas will, because niggas gonna hate on you first. Type shit. I mean, niggas gotta find their way. Like,
and then if the females rocking with it, the niggas gonna play it. Just to
feel me, just to not feel like a hater, because I don't really have.
And not even to not feel like a hater, but to, you know, if it get them in the mood, it get them in the mood. Like, that's what they want to hear. That's what they want to hear.
I tell you shit. But nah, I didn't really have bitches text me like, yo, bro, this nigga just trying to turn your music off. Like, he's mad. Like, bro, like, bro, because like the amount of hate that surrounds my name, like Caliber, like, know what I mean, like, boy, that shit crazy.
Yeah, like, where do you think that stems from? Just
past. I mean, past shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that nigga know. That nigga know. You can tell by the way. Yo, I'm gonna teach you a little something about body language. You know, I can tell you, because he looked down. He's like, I mean, he looking in his mind. He looking at the exact thing that makes is the reason why they hate on him. He like, I don't know. You know how it go, though. I know how it go, bro. Like, I deal with the same thing. It's success is the best revenge. Like, people,
That's a fact.
when you're doing things and you out here and you making moves, somebody, especially somebody like you, who, you know, you like to have your face out there, as you should as an artist, and, like, you know, you get ahead of the things. Like, people are always gonna, because a lot of people don't have that confidence. A lot of people don't have that they're not able to, you know, be out there and be up front and be in everybody's face and you know, and be a topic. So it's like
people find attention from stealing yours type shit.
Exactly.
Try to front. Like, that's what I'm saying. I really don't find that to be a thing. Like, I mean, niggas will turn hate you in a sport just to come up, like, just to be like literally like. I'm like,
yeah, OD,
that
bro.
Shit is weird, man.
Bro, they really will. Like, people, like, I don't know. For some reason, it's like, bro, the things that you see the people that you hating on doing is available to you too, bro. And the only difference between you and that person is the person went out and did it, and it's that simple.
Literally,
like without they didn't.
And then even so, it's usually like strangers and shit like that. So it's just like, nigga, I don't know you from a hole in the wall. You could have pulled up on me to ask me how to get some money with me. Like, we could have got money together. Like,
you just assumed I wasn't gonna rock with you.
Exactly. Like, you just like, that's what I'm saying. That's from like insecurity in themselves type shit. Like confidence in themselves type shit. Like, oh nah, man, that nigga ain't gonna fuck me. That nigga gonna put me on. Like, I done put so many niggas on, like randoms. Yeah. I give out feet on my car and I give out like mad. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and not even on some like old charity shit. Like I real life like live to give back to my hood.
As you should.
You know what I mean? Like, putting niggas on. Like, if I had to drop on anything and I know that you involved with it type shit, I'm gonna put you on.
Yeah, of course. I'm like that too, because you know it comes back.
Yeah, it comes back tenfold.
It only expands your conglomerate. Like, if you working with this artist, and let's say you doing features with somebody, he end up catching some steam. You got songs with him. He got access to people that you don't got access to,
exactly.
And people who might not never heard of you unless it's through him. So you know you helping a lot of times. Like, you know, a lot of times people are so selfish that they're not selfish. You know what I mean? If that makes sense to you, it's it's like you so selfish. You're not even doing what's best for yourself.
You so selfish. You know I have something that can help you, and you just don't want it because it came from me. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean, like literally.
That's a whole fact, and you know, it is what it is. But you know, being the person you are, you need to don't ever let that affect you or change you know what I mean, the way you interact with the world or the way you interact with how you live your life.
That's what I'm saying. That shit never gonna really like slow me down to shit. I always, you know what I mean, like I jack my city type shit. It's in my name type shit. Like 1036 type shit. It's 518 times 2 type shit. I'm trying to double everybody up type shit. Like, you know what I mean?
I never knew that.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
I never knew that.
I jacks this shit.
That's fire.
I jacked this shit.
Yeah, his name got some. I never knew that, bro. That's another. I think that's another UU exclusive. You ever talk about that before?
I said it in songs, and a couple people got it, and it's hilarious when they get it and come up to me. They're like, "Yo, wait. What's it? 1036 is 518 times 2. Oh, that's true, bro." Like,
that so, is
like,
fun.
But that's the first time I like podcast type shit. Like, the first. That's exclusive. That's
UU exclusive. Another one for you. We dropping exclusives today. Cali 1036 coming through with the exclusives. Yeah, bro. But wow, that's crazy. That blew my mind. But let's talk about your lives. You be going live, you be wilding on live. Yeah, I be going on bro's lives. Yeah. Bro be on that joint bugging.
Bro, cause like literally like I go
as when you vent, you just gotta get it off your chest.
Nah, I go live for like I go live literally to look at myself and play my music. Right. And then like that's the thing, like females gear a lot of like
a lot of the animosity.
So they be coming on. It just usually turn into a show. Like, usually turn into a show. I be trying to be rude sometimes because I be dealing with somebody. So I be like, I mean, like try to brush some old thing off type of shit. Like, chill. You know what I mean? They just usually take it up, and then I gotta take it up.
Yeah, then it's over. Once the
it's just lit. Like,
once the crack in the levee break, flood come.
And I know niggas seen the silk press. The silk presses with I know niggas seen that picture of me in my head.
What you talking about?
I had the fucking curls.
Oh yeah, when you had the Jerry curls. It wasn't Jerry curls, but the perm.
That was just the fucking.
Bro, that was fire, bro. Yo,
it was just heat. I was telling you, I don't need no perm.
Bro, listen, bro. It's just heat. It wasn't no perm. I'm over here saying he put a perm in his head.
I Nah, the nigga saying that.
Yo, listen, bro. Listen, don't ever be afraid to step out of your comfort zone like that, though, because that's the thing. Like everybody, like, bro, this is the thing. Everybody want to do the same thing.
Exact same thing.
Everybody want to be the same person. Everybody following the same inspirations, trying to follow the same model.
Oh, fact.
And the thing is, once that model been used, that joint is used and abused. You gotta start something new. You gotta pave your own lane. You know what I mean?
Once you discover something that's going up, once the people who already discovered that and gave that shit this clout is already looking for the next thing. They're not worried about you trying to recreate that shit. They want you to make something different so they could come on to that shit. Like, I mean, that's what people don't get. People like, oh, this lit right now. Let me do this because it's lit. Yep. Like,
wrong, too late.
No,
once it's lit, it's too late.
You late. Exactly. Once it's lit, you late.
You late.
Like, you know, like, not letting niggas get that shit.
It's like a fire. It's like a fire. Once the fire encompasses the whole forest, it's just burning.
Yeah,
it's gone. You got to catch it as soon as that joint sparks.
Exactly.
As soon as it spark, you got to catch it. Then you get to ride that whole wave. But
type shit.
You know, until that happens, you really, you know, you just late and you just look like you following.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, when people see people doing stuff like that, I'm like, all right, yeah. At least they're even if it's by accident, at least they're ambitious and they're willing to, you know, try different things out. Because that's how you succeed. So, you know what I mean? You got to step into the unknown. Right. And that's another theme we talk about on this podcast is just stepping into the unknown. So just talk about like you know, when you first started dropping music and like the feelings you experienced then, and you know some of the things that were going through your mind, like first, like, yo, I'm about to start dropping these joints.
Like literally, like my first tape. My first tape is called WW Die. It's that purple tape that y'all keep playing, and I'm tired of y'all playing. But my first tape is called WW Die. It literally means what women want. Period.
Right.
Like, that's what it means. Like, what women want, period, type shit. Like, and it was just all just for girls. Like, it was literally like, that's why I wanted to make music. Cause like, I ain't gonna front. In high school, I was in little young child. I Dawson trying, you know what I mean, find my way to females type shit. And they're like, oh, you could sing. Cause I used to sing. I mean, I used to sing like with my dad and stuff like that. Like, man, I used to get paid to like do little oohs and ahs in the city, like and shit like that. So like, and I used to like put people on and be like, oh, you can sing something for me, sing this, or catch me singing and be like, oh, nah, ooh. And I get a lot of attention from the girls. Like, well, usually when I start singing to one girl, like all the rest of them come. You know what? I think I might have to make them a song. I think
I might have put this out.
I think I might have to be an artist. Like, so like, yeah, I made What We Want, and it was literally like no bullshit. This another exclusive type shit. Like that whole tape was for my exes type shit. That whole tape, his name drops in it. Name drops and that shit.
You just naming them out directly. Speaking right to him.
Like, it's name drops in their specific situations.
That's yo. That's another thing. You seem like you're not afraid to just, you know, let it all out. Just let it all out, and you know, be honest with your fans and be honest with the people who are listening to your music, and just tell it how it is, and you know what I mean. Really,
like, it's just like that whole Pop Honey situation type shit. Like, I mean, that shit come out to light. You can't play something that you not like. You know what I mean? Like, hey, who you really?
You talking about the Corvette song?
Yeah, type shit. I mean, like, who you really are type shit. You gotta portray that type shit. You gotta be that.
Gonna come out.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying, type shit. So like, I let it be known. Like, I'm a little crybaby ass nigga type shit. Like, I mean, I'm still on that. Like, you know what I mean, like,
I don't mean I can't knock you out.
That don't mean you gonna beat my ass. What you talking about?
That's a fact though. So you know, it seemed like you're pretty consistent with the thing that women have been your motivation for this whole music thing from the jump. From the jump. So every project is you know, is from the first project to now. What do you consider yourself? R&B? You consider yourself, what do you, hip hop fusion? R&B hip hop fusion?
See, like that's the thing. That's the hardest. Like, everybody.
Sometimes you got like a little trap sound to you.
Like, it's hard to like put me as an artist in the group type shit. That's what I'm saying. You kind of like gotta pick a song.
You gotta pick a song, Like, every song got a little bit of everything sprinkled in it.
Like, I done literally like, I'm pretty sure I got that's what I'm saying. Like, I got like Juice WRLD vibe shit, all the way to 5E. Like, know what I mean? Like, I mean, Pop Smoke type shit. Like, know what I mean, all the way back to like Party Next Door.
You got like a Chief Keef that could sing type of sound. And the songs for the first Bixtape we was recording, that was the first thing.
Those is definitely like
it's like a Chief Keef with vocals.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like Chief Keef with vocals, bro. Chief Keef hitting them notes. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Nah, the cop, cause I thought I was on my bullshit then too. So it was like, that shit was literally like Chief.
Yo, I never asked you this, bro. But how long have you actually been like recording? Like, cause all right, so you started recording. You were recording with me in the Blue Room at Mint, and that was what was that 2019?
Yeah, it was like so probably like a year.
It's been at least 2 years.
Yeah, but nah,
that was last year.
Yeah, but I've been I recorded my first song with my dad when I was 13. I recorded my first song with my dad when I was 13. So, that was just like I think we went to the studio like 2-3 times. So like it wasn't like like I was recording.
That was up here.
Yeah, that was up here. I was actually with Magic. With Magic, he's a local producer, and I think he actually uses the building right over here type of thing. Like
really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there were studios around here back in the day. Like I grew up here.
Well, no, it wasn't back in the day. It was over there. But the little guitar place, the little instrument place that's like right.
Oh, that was down the street.
Yeah, like I think they rent out like booths and shit.
So that's a storage place now.
Oh,
but
okay.
check it. So this building, right? But we're in. My grandma used to have a church down the hall. Like, you know where you came in at? Those first doors used to be our church across the hall. But before that, in that old building where that instrument store was, it was a gymnastics place in there too, right?
Nah, yeah, there was mad stuff.
All right, so
there.
you go in the instrument place, gymnastics place. You keep going through, and that was the church we had before we were in this building. So I didn't even know that he had a studio. I remember the music place being in there.
But nah, yeah, that's a fact. He was recorded in there for a second. Nah, yeah, shouts out to him too. Like, he like you doing like real
pioneer. Recording, huh?
He's moving with this shit. I fucks with him hard.
I always wonder who used to do like studios before, because I didn't.
Nah, yeah, and then from him, like from him, I went from Magic to King Ja, and that was at the Armory.
And what year was this?
That was. I say I might be 17. I was 17, 18.
So he's like a 3 year. You record him for a couple years.
Yeah. I that's the thing. The song I recorded with Magic, it was a one time thing.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I fell off recording. I ain't really like I mean, me and my dad wrote the song together, so I ain't really like collaborating with other people. I had my own vision. Like, I think who was
he was trying to keep you PG.
Yeah, who was lit back then?
What year was it? How old are you now?
That was like 2011. I wanted to be Drake.
Drake was lit. Yeah, Drake was lit. Drake was super lit back then. That's when it was the deuces.
He wanted
Take
me
care,
to
just drop.
I mean, he was like, nah, be little Cali. So that kind of like stunted my music shit. So I ain't start recording again.
He took the fun out of it a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then I went like I said, I was doing the oohs and ahs in the city, background music and stuff for Vinnie Bell, and Alvin Moody and stuff like that. I paid a little bit to do background singing for another younger artist. And so I just was like experienced with recording sessions and stuff like that. Once I got to a job up at the Armory in like I say like 2015, I was like 17, 18, 2015. Right. Yeah, he was recording up at the Armory. What Merc being there, Merc. It's a couple of them.
I know the studio in the Armory though.
Yeah. I used to record in there. And our job was just my consistent, engineer for a minute. I was just following him, whatever studio he was in. Because that's what I'm saying. Like he like once I came into the studio, like he recognized like, oh, all right, you know how to record.
Yeah, you know
like,
how to do a little something. Experience and
that's what I'm saying. So like we just had.
That's the same thing I did. I was like, okay, he knows how to record. Because this is a big difference, bro. People don't understand that, but it is like, and a lot of people who've never recorded before, who are like pretty confident before, like they might have been like might have recorded on their phone, or they might have been in their house rehearsing the song. But when they actually get in front of that mic, it's a whole different. It's
different hearing your voice and the clarity that a mic and a good headphones will give you. Like, you like, that's not me. Hold on,
and like the breath control. I think that's the main thing.
Top one
is the breath control, and like and
there's a lot of gas smokers trying to come to the studio. Not me. I'm telling you, drink
smoking before they come.
Drink your tea. It ain't up, man. I blow it down.
You gotta be professional with it.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Drink your tea before you get in there, type shit. Like, meditation always good. Working out is always good.
Breathing techniques.
I mean, that's a fact. Just rap your songs. I rap while I work out. I rap my songs while I work out. So if I ever got a performance jumping around, I'm on point. Type shit. I mean,
because people don't realize that breath control has a lot to do with the quality, and also like I feel like I see like a lot of artists come in who like they get like prideful with like recording it all in one take, and I'm just like, bro, nobody does that.
Nobody
does that. All the music you like is punched in. They're punching in.
But I that's what I'm saying. I don't think a lot of people have that
experience
to know that, because to them it sound all together. Like, cause I started out like that too, trying like I gotta do the verse, then I gotta do the hook, then I gotta do, you know what I mean, like literally type shit. Like, and it's until like the engineer like pushes you out like a little bit, like, hey, just punch it right here, stop right there, sit out full, get your breath out. Like, but that's a lot of thing. Not a lot of engineers step into that producer bucket.
They're just trying to take your money. They're trying to get your dough, and get you in.
And that's why I keep to my certain couple engineers. I stick to you. I stick to VAR.
That's why that's one of my main things. I feel like that's why a lot of like beginning artists like gravitate towards music, because like I'm willing to sit and take the time and like to make the song, because at the end of the day, I'm a perfectionist. At the end of the day, like everything I do needs to be done to the best level that I'm at right now, and that's always reaching higher levels. So like if I can do something to control the end product, I'm gonna do that. If that's you gotta re-record this, bro, you gotta re-record it.
Okay.
If that's we gotta do this, that's what we gotta do. You wanna have the best song you want, right? I want you to have I want to record the best song I can record, because then you're going to go play it to your friends, and then they're going to be like, yo, where you record that? They're going to be like, I record over there in the blue room. So I want that song to be as fire as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot, because that's another thing too. Like, just like, I mean, like people crying at artists in certain groups is certain like music groups and stuff like that is washing out type shit. A couple engineers is washing out. They tired. They ain't trying. Trying to record y'all jumping around. Ain't on that bullshit no more. Like, I mean, that shit look. I mean, we find that shit lit, but that, I mean, sir, you gotta pick. You gotta pay attention to who's recording you type shit. If he don't want to hear that shit, he's not about to. I mean, he's not about to.
And another thing is like some engineers, like me, I'm more of like a like your type of sound engineer. Like that's why we get together and just do well. And there's some artists who don't like that sound, and it's like, yo, if that's not your sound, then I might not be the engineer for you. Like my sound, I like songs like that. I like A Boogie artist and Uzi, and you know what I mean. These are artists I like to listen to. Future artists with auto-tune and nice sounding. So that's what I want to make.
That's
so
what I'm saying. People
if you got that type of song, you shouldn't be afraid to have different engineers for different types of songs.
Right.
If you know that this one engineer is nice with the pure vocal boom bap sounding, go to him for the pure vocal boom bap sound. If you know this engineer nice with the auto tuning and making it sound epic, go to him. Right. You know what I mean? But I feel like people don't really think about it like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
they want their engineer to be one fits all.
Yeah, be a fucking wizard or some shit.
We're artists too.
It's a collaboration. Yeah, it's a collaboration.
Exactly.
It's 100% a collaboration type shit. If you don't fuck with your engineer, you're not gonna get a decent song. Like,
exactly.
I mean, unless you're just gonna like demand him, unless you know how to engineer and you can just tell him what to do. Type, you know what I mean? Like
even then,
like exactly. And even then, type shit. Like there ain't nothing like actually like being like, you know what I mean, being an engineer, actually knowing, you know what I mean, like actually having the same goal as the artist type of thing. Like that's the thing. Like it's a goal. The song is a goal. It's not just some shit you could just pump out type shit.
I think people need to start looking at engineers as artists as well. I think they look at them like more of a technical role.
Tool or some shit,
like a tool, or like a like kind of how they look at, like, I don't know would be a good analogy, but engineers are artists too, because they get visions and they hear things, and just like a producer who makes beats, like they hear beats and sounds in their head, and they like, I hear sounds of how I want your voice to sound and fit within the mix, and that's art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But yo, pull up his socials. You know the vibes. Follow him on Instagram. Go back to his Instagram. 1036 Cali. That's 518 times 2.
You feel me?
Follow him on Instagram. He's lit. Twitter at Cali 1036. You got the YouTube. It's Cali 1036. That's where he's dropping all the tracks, all the heat. Spotify. You can find him on Spotify under Cali 1036. That's his artist name. Same with Apple Music. Look, he got his shit together. He got it together.
Got it together.
He got it together. You know the vibes. Bixtape 4 dropping Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
You heard it here first. The UUCAST, man. My brother, good looks for coming in.
Nah, good looks
to all you people watching at home, you're great. You're amazing. You're wonderful. You were born to succeed, to conquer, to make a way out of nothing. You know the vibes. We out.